if you have been monitoring the news in racing, you will have seen some significant news with regard to the legendary Hall of Famer Dwayne Lukas. Gabby Gaudette filed a report from Churchill Downs. Let's take a look at that now.
A statement was released earlier today with regard to Hall of Famer Dwayne Lukas. The statement was written by members of his family, and out of respect to his family, I will paraphrase the statement, and it does read, Dwayne Lukas will not be returning to racing due to a severe blood infection that caused significant physical damage. The doctors propose an aggressive treatment plan which involved multiple surgeries, and if successful, he would still require 24/7 care. After thoughtful consideration, Lukas decided to decline the treatment plan and live at home in the company of his wife, Laurie, his grandchildren, and his great-grandchildren. The racing stable will operate under the leadership of Baz Nickel, who has been a long-time and trusted assistant who joined the team back in 2002. Per a release recently sent out by Churchill Downs, Baz Nichols was quoted in saying that Wayne built a legacy that will never be matched. Every decision I make, every horse I saddle, I'll hear his voice in the back of my mind. This isn't about filling his shoes. No one can. It's about honoring everything that he has built. And what he's built will never be matched. 4 Kentucky Derby wins, 7 Preakness wins, 4 Belmont wins. He has campaigned over 20 champions. He was inducted into the Quarter Horse Hall of Fame and the American Thoroughbred Hall of Fame. But many will say that it's not about what he did on the racetrack. It's the legacy he built. If you think about all of the trainers that came up under his tutelage over the course of his career, and also his eagerness to bring young fans into the winner's circle. He has always focused on the next generation. And during this time, we will respect the privacy of his family, and we wish the coach all the best to him and his family.
Gabby, thank you very much. I could just tell, from her voice, it's hard to share this news. It's hard to share those words. And Dwayne Lukas, we could go on with pages and pages of his accomplishments, but as Gabby said, he changed the game, Simon, and will forever be, idolized and revered as a horseman who made that transition from quarter horses into thoroughbreds, changed training horses into a real business, and has had such a great influence on many, many people, us included.
Yeah, I mean, his stamp will be left on many trainers. You can see the tree that he's produced. Todd Pletcher, Kieran McLaughlin retired, Dallas Stewart, down to Michael McCarthy, who never worked for Dwayne Lukas, but he worked for Todd Pletcher, and you can see the imprint on McCarthy's stable through the Dwayne Lukas bloodlines. I mean, he's like a foundation sire, if you will, and that's going to last forever. But that is just such horrific news, and we wish him and his family all the best. But there's some tough times. Yeah, and you said it. I mean, he's the face. If you in the 1980s, 90s, early 2000s, even now, you ask anybody on the street, 2 trainers, it's Baffert, Lukas, right? That's who comes to mind because of their profile and the way they handled the media. And I had the pleasure to do a very long sit-down interview with him back early 2000s. Went to his house in Louisville, and he was just tremendous. I mean, you just tee him up, you just turn it on and let him go. And had a pleasure going downstairs to his trophy room. He called it Wayne's World, and spent 2.5, 3 hours at his house there talking to him. And a lot of great stories, a lot of insights. When I was working for Bill Mott, he was stable right across from us during the times at Thunder Gulch, and it was always amazing to watch. Somebody from the UK, Whittingham, Lukas, that's the only 2 names that you knew back in the day.
Top of the game for decades. I mean, a Preakness win just a few years ago with Seize the Gray. The last starter under his name will be the horse that won last week at Churchill Downs that was owned by, or is owned by, Jill Baffert, that Bob Baffert left in his care. And you think about the rivalry between those two and the friendship in the later days recently. I think it's very fitting that they teamed up for that last horse that will run in the name of Dwayne Lukas. So we, as Gabby mentioned, will respect their family's privacy. We're thinking of you, Coach. We're praying for you and for everyone that is there with you as well. And we'll look forward to that legacy continuing through all of the people that he taught, all the assistants, all the young folks he brought into the winner's circle, and the joy that he created in this game.